All right, so it's the end of the week now, which means it's time for the weekly wrap. It's also the end of the season. It's just gone past, and it's been another exciting season. Before we get going, Mike, what was your highlight of the season? Have you got something you can single out?
There are a number of highlights of the season. It was a great season. Again, where Triple Crown owners did particularly well. I guess, pound for pound, sort of prize money earned per horse was, we're pretty proud of the fact that was top of the tree again, so that was good. And in terms of individual performances by the horses, I think there are probably a number of them. Marzu, he can't go past his placing there in the Everest.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Less than a length off Giga Kick in that particular race, and obviously it's a race we're particularly fond of and had some good success in the past. But to see Marzu perform so well in that, knowing we've got another crack at it this year, was I was super proud of his effort.
Yeah, and he also picked up, I think it was $4 million for that spring preparation. So that was some period of time. Also, Revolutionary Miss, second in the 1,000 guineas, and also picking up a win in the Group 2 CUNY. So she did particularly well in spring and autumn, didn't she?
Yeah, she did. She was enormous in that 1,000 guineas. It was a heavy 10, as you probably remember, which we went into with a bit of trepidation. It's certainly not her favoured surface by any stretch of the imagination, and she had to go the long way around, and the winner was able to sneak up on the inside. It was a superb ride, I think, by maybe Ollie, if I remember correctly, on the winner. But anyway, whoever it was a great run by Revolutionary Miss. And then, as you say, when she won the CUNY Stakes, won that Flying Schnitzel won many years ago.
Right. Yep. So that meant a bit, and also a couple of other notable ones for, I guess, for somewhat personal reasons as well. Pole position, I thought.
Somewhat personal.
Well, I thought but winning his first two starts there for under his new trainer Joe Pride, I thought that was particularly good for what is a great group of owners in him. And I guess the side note is he's just returned particularly well, didn't he? At Randwick there on Wednesday, finishing in the placings as well and hitting the line hard.
Yeah, I thought it was terrific.
Miss Hellfire, picking up her win there on a Saturday at Rose Hill. I thought that was a particularly important win for her, so that was terrific to see.
Very deserving.
We could go on and on.
Yep, we could. So look, let's actually look forward now as we kick off this new season. First of all, tomorrow we may have full revolution going around at Kembla Grange. At this stage, it's probably 50-50. Mitchell Bell's on board, but we do have that tricky gate to contend with.
Yeah, she is favourite, and she deserves to be thereabouts in the market. She is fairly prominent in her form lines, but we haven't drawn that well this weekend, have we, with a pair of 12s amongst the two runners. So, whether she goes there or goes to Hawkesbury in a couple of weeks, that's still to be determined before 7:30 tomorrow morning. Yeah,
she's just a horse that can go a bit keenly as well, so we really are keen to get her in behind something which is obviously more difficult to do from those wide barriers like that. So we'll see the makeup of the race in the morning at scratching time. And then also at Forbes, Seiko, as you say, another poor barrier. It'll be interesting to see what he can do.
Yeah, last start, geez, he was stiff, wasn't he? That was almost a three-way dead heat. Couldn't get any closer, so beaten into third place, 0.03 of a length off the winner. So
you'd think,
literally a pinball between the three of them.
No, exactly. Hawkesbury on Tuesday, the 8th of August, a great day of the year. Soroin is going around 1,500 metres, which will be interesting. Probably appreciate the distance, I dare say, but it is unknown. So we'll go in with a little question mark over that as well, and potentially whether he's ready for the 1,500.
Yeah, well, I think you've summed that up well.
Thank you.
But that's right. But he's drawn well, and he has been hitting the line at each of his race starts as he steps out a little bit further in trip. So hopefully he can do it over the 1,500.
And talking of stepping out further in trip, it's something that we've been wanting to do with Dubai Showgirl or preparation. Tash has been very keen to get her out over a trip. She's running over 1,800 at Gundagai on Tuesday, and it's a bit of a drop back in class, up in trip. Hopefully it's the recipe to get her firing, because this preparation, she just hasn't been the same horse as last prep.
No, so looking for a bit of a confidence booster there for her. I think the Gundagai track will suit her. And as you say, the 1,800 metres, Tash has been pretty positive about stretching her out, and her pedigree suggests she should enjoy it. So, looking forward to seeing her go around there.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope she does a great job. Newcastle on Thursday, and Quality Miss looks like she might be making her debut over the short course of 900 metres. She is a speedy filly. The 900 will probably suit her, as she is a bit of a keen goer as well, and hopefully that allows her to get in behind something and relax.
Yeah, like a lot of horses starting off their career, she will be a work in progress. Has shown some good talent at the trials, but has shown a little vice there in terms of going a little bit keenly. So to kick off her career, there will be a little bit of education that's going to need to go into her.
Yep, no, exactly right. Hopefully the penny drops quickly for her. Now, question of the week. We had one sent in. Peter has asked, when placing horses for their first race, how do you choose the appropriate benchmark race? Do you usually begin with a benchmark 75 or 80, for example, or do you sometimes aim higher?
Well, to start with, horses don't start with a benchmark rating. So initially you're looking for just maiden races. And it also depends on the age that the horse gets started. So if you're looking at racing them as a 2-year-old, there's less 2-year-old races around, particularly early on in the season. So it might be an open 2-year-old race that takes all comers. But generally speaking, as the horses turn 3, you're looking at, once they commence their racing careers, then you're looking for maiden races wherever that may be. Then they build up a benchmark rating off the back of them. And then you can start placing them accordingly in those sorts of races.
Yeah, effectively from those maiden races, you're looking at just working your way through the grades and trying to pick off races as you do. And horses tend to improve as they get more experienced and more mature as they go.
Yeah, as a general rule, you're wanting to get a lot of that low-hanging fruit that
Yep.
you can. You don't want to get through your grades too quickly or unnecessarily quickly without having won those easier races.
Correct. Red hot tip time. The streak continues. Not a great weekend,
Yeah.
but we can still say it continues. What about this week? What have you got?
Race 3, Rose Hill, Aristonis. Fanabel Neesham returning from a brief trip down to Melbourne.
You couldn't find a shorter favourite?
It was actually quite difficult, but yeah, no, I've landed on this one, and yeah, it's good to see a lot of people agree with me.
Yeah, some confidence there, I'm sure. I don't have anything this week. I haven't had time, so Sam is our guest tipster this week, and he has just handed me. What's he handed me? A multi. He has also gone Aristonis
There you go.
in race 3.
No wonder it's short.
Yeah, exactly. Sam's
Everyone's
money
on
is on. And Faulkner Park in race 9. So he's gone the multi there, paying about $5. So he's trying to get a bit more value for you than what you've done.
Yep, we'll see who comes out on top.
We will. It'll be an interesting weekend. Hope you all have a wonderful weekend with your family and friends. And we look forward to seeing you guys soon.
All the best.